Hi, it's Margaret Shackerlife from the ICT Shack, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the local pack and the factors that affect your results in the local pack. The local pack is where your search results come up under the map, and at the moment Google has restricted it to 3 listings. It used to be 7, but now it's only 3. So you just have to make sure you get it right. So these are the factors, and we're going to be going through them in detail. The first one is that you have to be actually in the address. So your business address has to be in the city of search. The second one is your NAP citation consistency. And through all of these series of videos, I talk about the NAP citations. So your NAP here is your name, your address, and your phone number. And it's extremely important that you're consistent with your NAP. And probably the biggest takeaway from today is be consistent with your NAP. And that's even referring to abbreviations, and whether you use the country code in your telephone number or you don't use the country code in your telephone number. The next one is the address in relation to the search location. So your business address in relation to the searcher's location. So that's the IP address of the searcher. So a major factor that shows whether you actually come up in that 3-pack is how close you are physically located, your business is physically located to the IP address of the person that's searching, but all these other factors take into account as well. The next one is the quality and authority of the actual structured citation. So structured citations are where your business is listed in local directories. Examples of those is TrueLocal, HotFrog, Start Local. There's a number of them around. So the most important thing that you need to take when you actually put your listing into these directories is the domain authority of the directory. You need to be in the top 10 directories. So there are top 10 directories that all local businesses should be listed in Australia, and they do include TrueLocal and HotFrog. Further on our website, is on the article that this video is embedded, I've got them listed below so you can see that. You need to have that consistent NAP in these citations. So again, using exactly the same name, address and phone number in all the citations that you work through. And having reviews on these top 10 directories. So don't just have reviews on your Google My Business page, have the reviews on other ones as well. So you should have a review strategy where you ask your clients to review you. Review you on TrueLocal, review you on Start Local. All the reviews are aggregated together into the local pack results. So the other ones that we need to look at as well is the actual domain authority of your website. So your website should be linked on your Google My Business page, and the domain authority of your website is very relevant to the rankings. You need to make sure that you choose the correct Google My Business categories. So if you're doing office equipment supplies, then you make sure that you have the correct listing for office equipment supplies, that you don't put in something else that you don't sell but you think it might be good, like it might be sort of printing or something like that. So you make sure you're in the correct categories. These two aren't quite as important as they were in the past, but it's something that if you're setting up a business or you're thinking about rebranding and renaming your business, it's something that you can really think heavily about. And that's having the product or service name in your Google My Business title, or your suburb, city and state in your Google My Business title. But remembering that the Google My Business title should be your business name. So if you have a business name where you might do office supplies equipment, so it might be your business could be called Brisbane Office Supplies, or it could be Wynnum Office Supplies. That's ticking both of those boxes. But if your business is called something like Harry's Supplies, so that's got your personal name in there or whatever, then it's not going to satisfy either of these two. So, but don't put, if your business is called Harry's Supplies, don't put Wynnum at the end in the Google My Business title, because as you see in further videos that we do, that is actually a negative factor for your local pack ranking, to put incorrect information in the title. And the last one that's very important as well, which you wouldn't think would actually have a factor, is the click-through rate. So the more people that actually click on your listing in the local pack, the more likely your listing is going to come up in that local pack. So that's another thing that you can that you should take into account when you're doing it. Remembering from this video specifically, the biggest takeaway is that you have a consistent name, address and phone number, and everywhere you put your business name across the internet, you need to make sure that you have it consistently with the same name, same address and same phone number.